Pukwudgie, the hidden tricksters of New England, dark Native American folklore. Deep in the forests of New England, something watches from the shadows. Small, silent, ancient. The Wampanoag people warned us about them. They are called Pukwudgies, the forgotten forest dwellers long before New England became towns, highways, and suburbs. These lands belong to the Wampanoag people. And they told stories, not myths, not legends, but warnings. Warnings about beings that lived in the forest, small in size, but dangerous in intent. They were known as Pukwudgies. Standing only 2 to 3 feet tall, these troll-like entities were said to possess supernatural powers, including invisibility, shape-shifting, and the ability to lure humans deep into the woods, never to return. Unlike many folkloric creatures, Pukwudgies were not misunderstood guardians. They were tricksters and sometimes killers. Origins of the Pukwudgie Wampanoag lore. The word Pukwudgie comes from the Algonquian languages of the Wampanoag and neighboring tribes. They were described as small humanoid beings, gray or earth-toned skin, large ears and noses covered in hair, often appearing barefoot. At first, Pukwudgies were said to coexist peacefully with humans. Some stories even describe them as helpers guiding lost travelers or protecting sacred lands. But something changed. According to oral tradition, humans began to disrespect nature, ignore sacred boundaries, take more than they gave, and the Pukwudgies turned hostile. Supernatural abilities. Pukwudgies were believed to possess terrifying abilities. Invisibility, they could vanish at will, allowing them to stalk humans unseen. Control over fire and poison. Some legends claim they could use fire or toxic weapons, including poisoned arrows. Shape-shifting. They could appear as animals or even briefly mimic human form. Mind manipulation. Victims described feeling disoriented, confused, or compelled to follow them deeper into forests. And worst of all, luring humans to their end. Many stories speak of Pukwudgies leading people to cliffs, swamps, or dangerous terrain, then pushing them. Bridgewater Triangle Pukwudgie hotspot. One of the most infamous modern locations tied to Pukwudgies is the Bridgewater Triangle in Massachusetts. This region has reported unexplained disappearances, UFO sightings, shadow creatures, poltergeist activity. But long before these reports, native stories warned that Pukwudgies inhabited this land. Modern witnesses describe small humanoid figures darting between trees, glowing eyes at night, strange clicking or chattering sounds. A sense of being watched. Some claim they were led off hiking trails, only realizing later they were walking in circles. Modern encounters and paranormal reports, even today, people report encounters strikingly similar to ancient descriptions. Hikers in Massachusetts and Rhode Island have reported being followed by unseen footsteps, rocks thrown from empty spaces, whispering voices calling their names, sudden aggressive feelings of fear. In some cases, people experienced unexplained scratches or missing time. Skeptics say hallucinations or wildlife explain these events. But believers ask a chilling question. How did ancient legends describe the same behaviors centuries ago? Are Pukwudgies real? Science and folklore. There are 3 main theories. Psychological explanation. Fear, isolation, and unfamiliar terrain can trigger hallucinations. Misidentified animals, small animals, combined with darkness and stress, may appear humanoid. Something else entirely, a non-human intelligence tied to the land itself older than modern civilization. The Wampanoag never described Pukwudgies as imaginary. They described them as real dangers. Final warning. Why these stories still matter. Pukwudgie stories weren't meant to entertain. They were meant to warn, to respect the land, to avoid arrogance, to remember that not everything in the forest wants to be found. And if you ever hear your name whispered in the woods, don't follow it. Some legends fade with time, others wait, quietly for us to forget them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into dark folklore, Subscribe to EchoVerse, where myths, mysteries, and forgotten truths come alive.